Welcome to this micro demo. We're going to look at some of the out-of-the-box workflows that are packaged as part of AppViewX. In this episode, we'll look at how to create an advanced F5 LTM VIP along with DNS, ServiceNow and more. Let me configure this workflow. This is customizable, so you can select the data center where you want to run this. Select a particular data center and then it will tell you what devices are available. You either select one or you can have a logic to state internal or external automatically select the device. Then I will type the fqdn sumname.appviewx.com and then do you want this as an HTTPS site or HTTP site? If you say HTTPS, whether it's client-only or back-end encryption or only the one-way, only the server side or on the client side as well. So let's re-encrypt both sides. And if you want HTTPS redirection VIP to be configured, just add that. And then either you can enter the VIP address, the virtual IP, or you can get it from the IPAM system. So once you fetch from the IPAM system, it will basically reserve that IP and it'll fetch it and will give you the next available IP address. So since it's a self-service HTTPS service, I'm just going to use a standard HTTPS URL. And what type of load balancing? And then if you want to add the destination address, add the address here, and then you can add more. This can also come from your inventory and then monitor check with the standard monitor check that you want to use. And then for certificate options, either you can generate a new certificate or get the certificate or use an existing certificate. I just use default certificate. You can also integrate with the existing cert management system, CA system, or AppViewX can generate certificates from your internal CA as well. So what do you want to do in case the certificate request is cancelled? Do you want to reserve or delete that IP, or do you want to leave it? You can define that as well. And once you do all of these things, you submit and it will take you through the process of creating that VIP. So let me open an existing VIP that was created and show you how it looks. So once you open that request, it'll tell you all what was requested by the user, the IP address and all of that. And it'll also tell you what configuration it generated and what is needed to create that master VIP and all the commands that it needs to create. It will also create a change ticket with ServiceNow and add all of the parameters into it as well. The change ticket is created and it gives you a new page. This is if you want to have a maker-checker model that somebody reviews before it gets implemented. It has all the details. So once you review, just submit and it goes through the process to be implemented. It can do some pre-checks. Here it's just checking for CPU memory to make sure the device is healthy and all that. And then it goes and implements it on the device, the configuration changes that were approved. And depending on the change window, if the change ticket has a different change window, it'll wait for that change window, and then it'll go implement on that particular device. Now it completed implementation. You can actually go and look at the logs that were done in the device. And once it is done, it has a post-validation task that is running the post-validation. Or it has completed validation, and it checks that the VIP is created, giving you a comparison of pre and post the change. And then it sends an email notification to say that the change is successful, and then it closes the change. Now let me show you behind the scenes working as how to set this up. You go to the studio. This shows the inner workings of that particular template. the workflow template that you saw. It has a flowchart flow that you can actually update or modify as needed. And it also creates each of the forms that you saw. It also creates an API endpoint. So everything that you passed on with the form, you can pass it with this particular API and you can create a VIP. Similarly, you can do the same thing with Ansible or Terraform. It'll actually give you a Terraform provider to call this particular flow and then create a VIP. Same thing with Jenkins and OpenShift and all that. That gives you an overview of an out-of-the-box workflow that is there to create a VIP using AppViewX. And that's all. Thank you.